Released in late 2025 and continuing to make the rounds into 2026, Anaconda reimagines the iconic creature film as a self-aware action-adventure comedy horror. Directed by Tom Gormican, this meta reboot plays with its heritage, a homage to the 1997 original while trying to carve its own identity in the franchise. The film stars Jack Black and Paul Rudd as Doug and Griff, lifelong friends whose midlife crisis leads them into the Amazon to film a remake of their favorite snake movie. While both actors are capable comedic talents, their performances here oscillate between self-aware fun and tonal confusion, often unsure whether the material wants sincere beats or parody. Supporting cast members, including Steve Zahn, Thandiwe Newton, and Daniela Melchior, deliver capable but underused turns, their characters frequently reduced to archetypes needed to drive the plot rather than fully rounded personalities. Gormican approaches Anaconda as both homage and lampoon, oscillating between creature feature action and broad comedy. Visually, the film embraces the lush, perilous Amazonian backdrop while integrating CGI to bring its giant snake to life. The effects are competent but never quite recapture the gritty practical feel of the 1997 original. The movie often feels caught between genres. It tries to be thrilling, funny, and referential all at once, which can produce isolated moments of entertainment, but rarely a cohesive tone. Narratively, Anaconda leans into its meta premise, a group of friends trying to resurrect a beloved film franchise only to encounter the very monstrous threat they once admired. This setup initially feels promising, ripe for satire on Hollywood nostalgia and intellectual property obsession. However, critics have largely agreed that the execution undercuts that potential. The screenplay struggles to balance its homage with meaningful character development, often defaulting to predictable jokes and broad situations rather than sharp commentary. The result is a movie that feels familiar rather than innovative, and its humor seldom reaches the incisive level its premise suggests. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, the film sits at around 48% with critics, reflecting its mixed execution, while audiences tend to react more favorably to its star power and comedic moments. Where the film could have improved with Anaconda would have benefited from clearer tonal commitment. Its self-aware structure offers opportunity for sharp satire, but the script seldom sustains the teeth necessary for bite-sized commentary on Hollywood or creature tropes. Deeper character arcs, particularly beyond the two leads, could have strengthened emotional investment and justified the comedy-horror blend on narrative, not just stylistic, grounds. More disciplined use of practical creature effects, or at least more consistent suspense in creature encounters, could have preserved the franchise's legacy while helping modern audiences connect with the threat. Audience reactions are notably warmer than critical reception. Verified viewer scores often land significantly higher, with many enjoying the film for its cast chemistry and willingness to poke fun at familiar genre tropes. However, even among fans, there's recognition of uneven pacing and scattershot humor, moments that elicit laughter but rarely sustain true suspense or narrative coherence. The movie works best viewed as a light, crowd-pleasing diversion rather than a faithful creature feature thriller or sharp satire. Film rating 6.5 out of 10. A meta creature feature with charm in bits and pieces, but uneven execution limits its ambition. Final thoughts. Anaconda 2025 tries to thread a delicate needle. Tribute to a cult classic, modern horror comedy, and commentary on nostalgia-driven filmmaking. It doesn't fully succeed in any single area, yet it's never dull, buoyed by charismatic leads and occasional genuine thrills. Fans of the original's campier side and audiences looking for a mix of laughs and snake-inflicted peril will find entertainment here, even if the film never quite bites down with full force. Like and subscribe, because sometimes the biggest predators aren't just in the jungle, they're in the script.
You want me, baby, let me know all in this. You want me, baby, show